Hey institutional traders, welcome to my channel. I'm your trader and trainer, Mr. Paraskul over here. So in today's video, we are going to discuss a very important trade and a very exciting trade that we have taken in the yesterday's market when the NFP was released. In the whole trade, we have achieved a profit of $1,206 with a risk reward of 1:5. So in this video, we are going to discuss each and every step which we took to analyze this trade when we reached to the conclusion that we wanted to buy in this market. So yesterday, exactly at 8:30 a.m., the USD non-farm payrolls were going to be released in the market, as you can see. And this is a very important news in the market as it creates a huge volatility upside and downside both. Analyzing the non-farm payrolls, this is a very direct correlated news with all the indexes in the market. Since it was a USD news, I traded in the NAS100. Another trade was taken in the SPY, which had the same decorum over here. But since NAS100 was highly volatile, I could have seen a lot of liquidity over here. That is why I decided to take the trade in the NAS100 and not SPY. So in yesterday's news, what did happen? The focus of the NFP was around these levels, 0.3, the 111K and the 4.3. So what usually happens if that this is the major forecast data and this is the major actual data which is defined in the news or which is released in the news timing. So whatever we have to take a decision, we have to take it prematurely. We have to analyze the trade technically since this data is not available till 8:30 a.m. and post the market is released the news, there is no point of taking the trade as the market would have already moved. Exactly at 8:30 a.m. the data was supposed to be released in the market, and you can see the 8:30 a.m. candle over here. It was a huge upside potential. So what did really happen and what caused the candle to become a bullish engulfing candle in the market was the actual data that was released over here. Since all the actual data was positive, that means it is greater than the forecasted data. This is highly correlated with all the indexes on the US dollar itself. If the data or the actual data is higher than the forecast, then you will see the dollar index going towards the upside, the DXY, all the indexes going towards the upside, while all the other commodities and the other indices which are anti-correlated with the US dollar index, you will see them going towards the downside. Okay, so you can check out the charts for the GBP as well. I will show you the chart of the GBP and FTSE 100 and the London index as well. They went towards the downside. Since as soon as you can see, if the news would have been negative, less than the forecast data, then you would have seen the dollar index going towards the downside, all the indices going towards the downside, and all other commodities and the indices which are anti-correlated with the USD, you will see them going towards the upside. This major news has a very important impact. In the coming further videos, we are going to make a detailed video about the NFP, how does it impact, and how can you expect whether the price can go towards the upside or downside. So post the fundamental analysis, as we know that exactly at 8:30 a.m. the news was about to be released in the market. Now we are going to go towards the chart to understand what was happening over here. Sincerely, before the market was supposed to take out the news candle, as you can see, the price was creating a series of higher highs and higher lows. That means the price was in a major momentum towards the upside only, and price tried to consolidate at this level where the price created a liquidity at a level of 22,600. But you can see that the price swept out this liquidity towards the upside and towards the downside before the news. So even when the technical analysis is being done, it becomes a little bit difficult to understand whether the market really wants to retrace towards the upside or wants to go towards the downside. Now, just before the news release over here, what we were expecting is this liquidity sweep. And what did happen just 15 minutes prior to the news was that the price created a new huge sell leg in the market and swept out all the liquidity from these levels. That means all the stop losses of the buyers were being hunted at these levels. And what did happen with the prices? The price took out all the buyer stop losses as usual. And now what's left to take is the liquidity from the upside or the seller stop losses. The people or the traders who have tried selling, looking at this big sell leg in the market, they tried selling in the market at the news levels and they put the stop losses above this level and this level. So this was the hunting position, or this was the hunting liquidity where you have to take care of. Now, what was the proposition that actually, or the final call which gave us the final conclusion that we really need to buy in the market and not look towards the selling, is the latest price action created just before the news. After creating a huge selling in the market, the price started creating a new level of higher highs and higher lows. That means the new support levels were being protected in the market, and as soon as a new support level was created, the price created a new higher high and higher low. We entered exactly at this level and we put up a stop loss exactly around this candle. And the target, since it was a good volatile news, since we know this news is itself highly volatile and highly important, we have a risk reward of a 1:5 in the market. Minorly, if you wanted to target over here, this is the first target where we were trying to reach. This is the first liquidity level or the major break a structure level where we were trying to target in the market. Since we know that there is an incoming huge volatility in the market because of the fundamental news, we expected the market to go at least 1:5. With around $200 of stop loss, that means the whole risk amount was $200. We placed this buy trade over here. We're targeting the liquidity of at least 1:5 till over here. And the target was supposed to be around $1,000, but because of huge volatility, the market actually gave the slippage in our favor over here. So as soon as the price tried to reach towards up and was trying to give the target, the price created a huge slippage in the market and has given us $1,206 in total. So this was a screenshot from the terminal that we have taken over here. And if I'll show you the replay, exactly what did happen over here. This is how the trade was placed. As soon as the price created this last green candle, we tried to start the buying position from the above of this candle, and the low of this candle was supposed to be the stop loss. So within the next to next candle, as you can see, exactly at 8:29, we received the entry. The price pushed towards the upside, giving us entry on a limit order. And the next candle, as soon as 8:30 a.m. happened, the data was released in the market, the next candle actually started moving towards the upside. Okay, and within this single candle, if you will look over here, within seconds, this candle is being formed in the market, and we were able to realize our 1:5. But while hitting the target over here, the price actually gave us more than expected, more than the target price, and we got a $200 positive with the slippage, because when this kind of candle creates in the market, the limit orders are not being respected at the respective price levels. So they actually give us some slippage. If there would have been some stop losses from here, so if I would have, let's say, sold from this level and put the stop loss over here, the price would not have carried the stop loss over here. Rather, there would have been a slippage towards the upside. So this is the kind of a game where we try to understand how the institutions hunt the stop losses of each other. And trading is all about hunting each other stop losses, guys. Trading is a zero-sum game where if you are winning something, that means somebody else is losing. And if somebody else is losing, that means you are winning the money out of their pocket. And that is why it is kind of one of the hardest game to make a very simple money. So I hope this trade would have enjoyed you a lot. If you have any questions regarding the same, you can put the same in the comment section, guys. And we are going to get live trading as well and other very educational videos regarding the news as well as the institutional price action. So do not forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions, you're most welcome to put in the comment sections. And if you really want to be a good trader, if you're really looking yourself to become an institutional trader, feel free to connect anytime. Till then, hasta la vista.